But there you go. Right, one of my favourite games on the CDI, and this is one of the games that made the CDI look really good, and it's one of its strong points in my opinion. A lot of games made it look really rubbish and pretty embarrassing. This one made it look really, really strong as a system, in my opinion, and that's an absolutely awesome game called Escape from Cyber City. Sorry about the light glare. Sorry about the light glare. I don't know if the curtains... They are shut, but they're not completely. Don't know if that will help. Probably not. Anyway, Escape from Cyber City. It's just a fantastic game. I love it. I absolutely love it. It's so fast-paced. The first time you ever play this game, you will be like, oh, wait a minute, and before you know it, you're dead. Like, it runs away with you. Like, if you don't focus 100% on what you're doing, you will be literally thrown behind what's going on screen. Like, it's so fast, and that's what I love about it. Basically, you play as a kid who has to basically defeat the evil Guardian who's taken over Earth. And basically you have all these guards and police officers and stuff that try and stop you in your tracks, and it's your mission to kind of destroy them all, get to the end Guardian right at the end, and then destroy him. It's a tricky game to first get to grips with, but once you kind of get the hang of it, you kind of get it. And I have got a gameplay video of it on my channel as well if you really want to have a look. Little bit of sort of inside knowledge. Philips did plan at one point to do a sequel called Return to Cyber City, and there's been a logo for that leaked on the internet, and it looked proper cool. But unfortunately, that's as far as they got. They didn't actually get round to making... I don't think they got round to making anything, unless it was just in the rough stages. But I know it didn't get completely done or finished or anything. It didn't get past any early stages. But there was a sequel called Return to Cyber City that was, started but never finished, unfortunately. This one, not really got much of an idea why it's in my collection. It's proper random. I remember seeing it in a charity shop, and I think it was just like, it's another game for the collection. It's the most random thing ever. It's basically an electronic book, so it's like where you put it on and then someone reads this book to you and you see the visuals on the screen. It's called How the Rhinoceros Got His Skin. And the most random thing of all as well is that it's told by Jack Nicholson. If you don't believe me... Oh, it's that side. Told by Jack Nicholson, who obviously was in The Shining. So that's pretty random in itself. And then obviously on the back, you've got that there. There's like puzzles and stuff on there. It's just really random. It's just not something that I would just go, oh, let's go and play How the Rhinoceros Got His Skin. No. Just no. It's there to kind of boost my CDI game count up, but no. Next one is a game called Inca. Now, cool game, just hard. Haven't got very far in it at all. Didn't really enjoy it that much, if I'm honest, so didn't really have the patience or enjoy it enough to carry on with it. But there we go anyway. And it's $39.99 when it was bought originally, out of a place called CompuRite. So I don't know if that is a shop anyone's heard of or if it's still going, but that's what it says on there. And there you go. And then obviously there's your disc. Yeah, basically it's just about, well, what is it about really? There's 3 great Inca powers: time, matter and energy, and sent into space out of reach. So you have to go forth, take your ship and soar through the heavens, use your 9 sacred jewels for combat and locate the powers. Have courage. Oh, so the 3 powers have kind of got lost, I guess, and you've got to then take your ship and jewels with you and go and locate them. Fair enough. I suppose that does make sense, but didn't put enough time into it to really kind of work out what was going on. Next game is a sports game, and I know I've said before that I like Golfomania on the Mars system, and I like ice hockey on the Mega Drive and the Sega Saturn. I also like this one as well, International Tennis Open on CDI. Yeah, it's really good. I really like it actually. maybe again because I grew up with it, I just got used to it. But it's just a standard tennis game, really. Obviously, ball comes flying towards you, obviously, and then you just hit it with the racket. Obviously, you got to have good timing as well. But it's got like proper like real people on the front. It's kind of full motion video, so it's pretty cool. Next one is a game called Laser Lords. I actually really quite enjoyed this game. Don't really play it so much anymore because again, it's having the time to put into it. But it's actually a really cool game. It's all sort of side-scrolling, a bit like Flashback, where you're jumping from ledges and going from one screen to the next. As you go to the end of the one screen, it kind of slides you onto the next kind of thing. Basically, you have to sum it up really quickly. So you basically, Laser Lords is a Star Cruiser, which you basically board, and you explore Argos, which is a military industrial complex. You have like mentors, well, a mentor called Zendo. He guides you through the different levels and helps you build strength and skills to get hold of weapons, documents, and information. There's 7 alien worlds in all, which creates a mind-boggling galaxy of computer graphics, computer and clay animation and digital sound. You'll need everything you can muster to vanquish the Star-Lord Sarpedon and destroy the Voidal Implosion engine. So, there we are. Take from that what you will. Sweet. Right, next one. One of the famous games that caused CDI to look absolutely crap. The opening animations are just so bad, they're cringy and just incredibly laughable. I've heard that Nintendo actually are too embarrassed to admit that they even created this game now, because it was when you watch it now, you just can't believe they ever even had that in their minds, let alone put it into you know, an actual game. But it's kind of the brother of the Zelda game. That's for the first part of it that goes with it, and that's Link: The Faces of Evil. Yeah, just a really bad version of Link, really. Yeah, graphics are awful. The gameplay is just, it's horrible. I have completed the game, but it was painful. And my good mate Sebastian, aka Half Blind Gamer, does have a complete playthrough. All credit to him, really, from start to finish on his channel. I have no idea how he had the patience and time to do that. Something's just fallen down. My little Sonic plush is falling down. To make sure he's all right in a minute. Yeah, really, I have no idea how he had the patience to do that. Sort of in his own time, let alone record it. Because he, in fact, have got it right in recording as well. So, yeah, all credit to you for doing that, man. I was just couldn't wait to complete it and couldn't wait to kind of put it to rest, really. Because you can't really criticise a game fully until you've completed it. So now I can fully criticise this and just say that, yeah, if you're looking for a Link game or a Zelda game, stick to the NES, stick to the Super Nintendo, stick to the N64, GameCube. Even the Wii's not too bad for Zelda games. But just don't look at this one. It's, yeah, it's pretty atrocious. And also, on that game, button 2 does everything. You go through doors using button 2, you go into your pouch using button 2, you throw items using button 2, and button 3 does nothing. Absolutely nothing. It just sits there. So button 1 is to use your items, just to strike your, not use your items, sorry, I said that completely wrong. Start again. Button 1 is to use your sword to strike. Button 2 does everything else. So, like I said, go in your pouch, go through doors, throw bombs, and use ropes and stuff. And button 3 does nothing. And it's just like, what? Button 2 does... So if you, like, crouch down to go into your pouch and you're right by a door, you won't go into your pouch, you'll just go through that door. When you don't want to go through the door, you want to use your pouch. And you're just like, ah! So that's just kind of one in a long list of things that's really bad and wrong with the game. Anyway, rant over. Next game. Mystic Medway. Rest in pieces. Love it. Absolutely love it. So basically a shooting gallery. Based on like death and graveyards, and you've got insects and skulls and pirates and stuff. Yeah, it's just an interactive shooting gallery, and it is so addictive, so addictive. I love it. I absolutely love the game. So if I show you the back, so you can't see too well, so apologies, but yeah, there's a shooting gallery there. Yeah, love it. Absolutely love it. There's so many levels on it. I'm not sure how many levels there are. I don't think it actually tells you. Oh, it says 10 challenging game levels. There's more levels than 10. There are more levels than 10. I'd have completed it by now, and I've never completed it. No, that's not right. Anyway, yeah, love it. Each level's different. You got all these random things sort of flying around. You have to shoot with your sort of like gun thing you've got underneath and hit the targets. And yeah, it's just addictive. If you play it, I'm sure you'll enjoy it. It's really good. And then there was a sequel done, based this time on a roller coaster. So this is Mystic Medway Phantom Express. I actually remember being out with my parents and my grandparents years ago, and we was actually in Essex, and there was this guy at this car boot fair, and he had his car boot open, and he had tons and tons and tons and tons of CDI games in there. And at the time, I was big on the CDI, so my heart just kind of jumped, like, 4 foot in the air, and I was just like, oh, I must get some. And we pretty much raided his car boot. It was so funny. And this is one of the ones I remember picking up, because I had the first Mystic Medway at the time. I saw this one, and at the time I didn't realise there was a sequel done. So you can imagine my face. I was like, oh, there's a sequel. Yeah, a bit sad. But yeah, I was so excited. And yeah, that was it really. So this is basically the same guy that features in the first one. The actor features in the second one, Dr. Dearth. Yeah. But this time it's on a roller coaster. It's a bit more fast paced as well. And again, you're going through the roller coaster in your car, and they're all flying at you, and you've got to shoot them to get more points and stuff. And you have a set amount of points that you have to get to complete the level that you get told at the start. And if you don't achieve it by the end, you obviously lose. Excuse me, and you get 3 tries as well overall. And this one takes you through your whole life. So it starts with childhood, sort of infancy, goes through to being in school, then goes through to teenage years, then getting married, then you have like a midlife crisis. And then you get eventually into old age, and then you see right at the end your whole life flash before your eyes. So it's a little bit freaky, but it's so fast paced as well. It's proper like grabs you. So yeah, really, really good. Both the Mystic Medway games are awesome. Right, next one, Paint School. Paint School 1. There was a Paint School 2. I just don't have it. Don't really have a means to get it because it's for kids really. It's just a painting game. The idea is really that when my niece is a little bit older, because she's almost 2, so she's not quite old enough yet, I will sit down with her actually and use some of these games, because obviously the CDI is sort of a family orientated console for learning as well. So I will get her to play a few of these games, the kid ones, and I'm sure she'll enjoy them, and I'll obviously be with her and help her out and stuff. And it's a great way to learn as well, because this is a painting game, so you've got like really cool pictures, loads of colour, and you basically colour it in using paintbrushes and crayons, and I'm sure she'll love that as well. So I'm keeping a lot of it for her as well. So there we go. Next one. See what I mean about my collection's massive. This might have to be like 3 or 4 videos at this rate. Oh, how embarrassing! How embarrassing! Oh no! I'm actually going to keep this in just for giggles. Oh, I just sat here and went, I don't have Paint School 2, the sequel. I have no reason to get it because it's a kid's game, and I've got no reason why I need to get hold of it. And I've got it. I've actually got it. I must have bought it like a few years ago off eBay just to kind of complete the set of having like 1 and 2 together. 1 and 2 together. Oh, that's embarrassing. Okay, maybe I do have it. My bad. Yeah, feel free to criticise. Yeah, I've got the other one. So now she's got 2 to go through. So that's the good thing from it. She can go through 2 of them now. Oh, I can't believe I sat there and went, oh, I haven't got it. Flipping have.